welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So I'm not sure about my camera today. I've had to set it up completely different because it's broken. My tripod and my camera and everything is all, it's not connecting properly, so I have to go and buy some new stuff, which is not good. So I'm hoping this angle is okay. I've got my sewing machine here today, and yesterday I made this lovely little Flippy journal postcard. So it's on a postcard and it's a little journal Flippy thing. I'll link the video down for this under the video if you missed it. Oh, my little teacups falling out. Let's pop you back in there. So let's clip that down. So I wanted to use this as part of like a little sort of folder thingy. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Now I've sort of cut out some bits already. I'm going to pop those up there. Now this is an A4 piece of paper, and what I've done, I've just cut up, folded up, not cut up, just folded up, what's that, just about 4 1/4 inches or 11 centimeters, and this is what, 8 centimeters, 8 1/4 centimeters wide, inches I mean, not centimeters, or 21 centimeters. So this is sort of like the base of what I would like to do. And then I'm going to pop this little thingy-jiggedy on the front, and I'm thinking about having it so it flips up so we can, you know, pop something underneath maybe. And then I've made another little piece here. I've sort of made it, pre-made it. So this is the same height as the postcard, and then it's like 7.5 centimeters or 3 inches. And that's just over 3.5 inches or 9 centimeters, and that is just going to sort of like tuck in there like that, and then I'm going to sort of attach these so we can open that up like that. So I'm not quite sure, maybe a little velcro piece of fabric or something across there, I'm not quite sure yet. We shall see, but that's the sort of thing I would like to do. And then on the back, I'm going to cover this up. I've got a couple of little flappy bits that I would like to sort of pop in there so they sort of like open up like that, and then a little pocket underneath. So that's the sort of thing. I might add a few more little bits and pieces to it as I go. But I've got the sewing machine because I'd like to sew as well. Oh, this is what I did. I made a little journal, and that's what I would like to pop inside. Now I made it before I did this, which was a bit silly, but I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to sew this down, so it might be a bit tight. If it is, I can always just chop a little bit off here. I'm not too worried about that because it's not very thick. It's got a few bits of coffee stain paper and the lovely papers on here from the book lovers journal kit. So let's get going. I'm going to be using these papers as well again, so it all sort of matches. I'm going to pop a little bit of this inside. So I don't need to put the whole lot in there. So I'm going to pop it down. I'm going to just leave a tiny little gap each side, I think, just so it, you know, goes around, and I've got a little bit of that paper coming through. Now the card, I'm just going to tear this off. This card that I've used, well, it's sort of in between sort of like card and paper, but it's a bit tatty. It's a little bit faded on here, and I had quite a bit of it, so I thought I'd use it as the underneath of this so that I can cover it up, and I think it would look quite nice on there. So we've got a little gap this side and this side, so we'll have a little gap as well at the top. So I'm just gonna rip that off. So that's going to be the inside like that, which is lovely, isn't it? So we can stick that down. That might even fit. Oh look, that would fit on there. Almost perfect, wouldn't it? That would be nice. So I'll keep that for that one. What should we pop on the front of this one? Should we just have a piece of this? not really worried which way round the roses go, because it's going to be pretty covered up. But I think that would work, wouldn't it? Like that. Perfect. So this is just sort of like a little foldy folio thing. Now I used to make these all the time and put little journals in, and I absolutely love them. And I've sort of like, you go off track, don't you, on certain things where you make lots of the same thing and then you go on to something else. So I thought I would just come back to making some bits and pieces like this. So I'm just going to go around the edge a little bit. Now on these I did sort of like scruff it up a bit with my scissors, just to make it a little bit scruffy. I think that's going to fit on there. Actually, what I could do, where's those bits that I had? Oh God, I'm going to lose everything. Oh, here we go. I wonder if I could actually tuck that under the paper. That stick on there might be quite nice, mightn't it? And it doesn't have to go under this bit. But then again, what I did want to do, I wanted to sew around this, so I might tuck that in there like that. And then when I go to sew it, I can lift this out like that and sew around the whole thing, just so that these are in there a bit better. Yes, I will do that. My thought process out loud. Okay, so that's at the front and that's at the back. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just glue stick these down. I'm going to just do it, just stick it on. There we go. Now you could sew around this as well onto it before you sew it all together, if that's what you would like to do, but I don't think I will do that on this. Oh my gosh. Oh, no, I'm going to make that all sticky. Clumsy. Not quite sure where I am on this camera, so do apologise. Now I've made that a little bit sticky, haven't I? I need a wet wipe. Okay. Sticky. That was a bit silly, wasn't it? Let's just ink this up. I'm sure it will dry. Or I could just stick a little teacup on there, couldn't I? Just decorate the back with a few little teacups or something. There we go. Let's just ink that up. Pop that over. We'll just stick that on. Lovely. Now again, I'm using glue stick because I find it a lot easier, because it's a sort of like a dry glue. I find it's not like using the wet the tacky glue, I mean, where sometimes it can sort of like wrinkle up the paper. So I'm just going to pop that on there, like that. Lovely. Look, you can see the stickiness on there. Okay, so that's the front. Look at that. Lovely. And then this little one can go on there, which I think will look fabulous, won't it? So pretty. Now I was going to, here we go. A little bit of this on here. I'm sure I've got some more of this. I was going to just put that along there. That might look quite nice, but I would like to sew that piece on. Will that fit? Yeah, that will fit. If I go to the top, if I push this down to the bottom, like that, that will fit on there. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Right, what should we put on this one? Should I put this on there? This way? That will be nice. Let's just ripping with the ruler today, no sort of cutting. But I do, like I keep saying, I need to get myself a smaller little paper trimmer or a little guillotine. The one that I wanted was out of stock on Amazon, so I'm still waiting. There was one that's similar to the little one I always use. I never know how to sort of dispose of my guillotines. I'm not quite sure whether I can just throw it in the bin or pop it into the recycling. I'm not quite sure where to pop it because I don't really want to keep it because it's broken. But I think maybe into the recycling would probably be better. There we go. Pop that on there. Shall I pop a little bit on the back of this as well? What do you think? So that's going to go on there. If this sits in this bit like that, I'm going to have to go a little bit lower. We need something on the inside, don't we? We're going to have a pocket, but I think maybe I could probably just pop another little piece of this on there. Make sure I'm up the right way. I think that's what I will do. Now again, these little folio-y thingy-majiggies, pouches, look really nice with mixed paper. So if you've got lots of scrap papers, they look really nice, sort of like with mixed up papers. Nice mix and match. There we go. Right, that's upside down, so it's got to go this way. Just a little bit of ink around there. You can always stick a little pocket on here too, or unless I just stick around the outside, and then we could have a little pocket in there, couldn't we, as it flips out. That might be quite nice. I think I will do that. Let's just get the little chopper, my little circle punch. There we go. Like that. That will look nice, won't it? Then we've got a little pocket in there. Let's just ink this a little bit. Perfect. Now it's still quite warm, so oh sugar. That's not what I'm going to do, is it? Me and my glue. What am I doing today? My glue gun is my glue gun. God, I can't even speak today. My glue stick is very, very sticky. I think I'm thinking about my camera. I'm not thinking about what I'm doing. I'm just hoping I can get my camera fixed and sorted. Okay, so this has got to go round this way, hasn't it? Yes, that's right. Oh my gosh. There we go. So yeah, let's hope I can get it all fixed. There we are. And then this will sit inside this bit like that. And we can open that up, and we've got a little pocket there to pop something or other in. Now, which one shall I use? Shall I use... I don't think it really matters, does it? I'll use this one. I think this is the one we did yesterday anyway. I'm going to pop a little flip on this side, I think, like I did on these bits. So this is a piece of card. That's big enough. I think that's big enough. What I need to do is get one of my little balls, if I can find it. Just a little one. just make a little line down here so it's easier for me to fold. There we are. Perfect. Pair of scissors. There we go. Okay, so we need to pop it on this edge, don't we? Now I've lost my glue. Put it down on here. Good. So this one will go on a little bit different to the other one. I don't think this will... I suppose I could pop it on the inside. Just make sure that that sticks down really well. Go on the inside like that. Would it stick out too much, do you think? Not really, would it? No, that's perfect. Right, I'm going to leave that, make sure that's going to dry. So let's pop those two over there, and then we're going to turn this over and we're going to do the back. So what should we pop on the back? I've got this one, which is the same piece that I popped on to the journal. So let's just pop that so there's a little edge around it. Take this. There we go. That way, and then just tear it down like this. Now we've got all these lovely little bits that we can use for something else. Let's have a little bit of ink. Just ink around the edge. Just to get rid of those little white bits. I inked around this as well, around the little book, on the edges. I did think about actually popping a little bit of gold on there, a little bit of gold wax, which I think would look quite pretty, wouldn't it? But I didn't in the end, just inked it. So there we go. Stick that on like that. I'm going to actually open this up. Let's have a little bit. Now I can use my glue stick. Can you see it goes very, very sticky, very soft, because although it's now October, can you believe it? It's still pretty warm outside. Cold in the evenings, but the days are absolutely beautiful. And I always compare it to, you know, being able to put my washing out to dry. And if I can get it dry in the daytime, I'm loving it. Because there's nothing worse than wet washing, because I don't have a dryer. I know lots and lots of people have a dryer, but there's no point in us having a dryer because we have such beautiful weather. So that's how I sort of like see the days, whether I can dry my washing or not. Okay, look at that, that's lovely. That's a bit wonky, a little bit wonky. But right, what else are we going to do? We've got to go this way, haven't we? And we're going to put these on, so these will go inside. So we need to do either side of these, like that. And I just thought it would be quite nice if they sort of like lift out. We can make some sort of closure on here. So whichever side I think can have sort of like a main picture on here, and then sort of something here, and then a little closure like that. Actually, I probably didn't need to go all the way down to the bottom because I was going to use this, wasn't I, in there as a little pocket. Is that upside down? That's okay, that looks nice. I popped a little notch in there, but I'm not quite sure whether... Do you think I should have a notch in there? Maybe I will. Let's just do these two first. Let's see what we've got. Or maybe I'll do a little bit of a... No, because I want to pop... I could do it on this one, couldn't I? Because I want sort of halfy on there. I might stick that down and put another piece on. Let's put this over there. That doesn't matter. Then again, I could make this into a little pocket, couldn't I? If I... No, that's not quite big enough. Not quite big enough. Do you know what I mean? If I put that little piece under there, then I could make this into a little, this bit into a pocket. I think that's what I might do. What should we do? Let's go all the way down, I think. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, shall I pop a little notch in there? Let's do that. Where did it go? Where did it go? What do you reckon? Let's just do that piece. Ink that. Oh gosh, I hope I don't have to change the battery on my camera, because that will be a bit of a nightmare. So if I do, we will probably won't be in the same place, because it's just holding itself up there. I don't know how, but let's hope it's going to be working properly. Okay, so I'm going to stick this piece on, and then I'm going to stick that piece on there like that. And then that's going to be, I've got to remember to stick around the edges and not the whole thing. Okay, let's just glue this on. Put that down. Oops. Okay, we were doing the Friday freebie today. Making the Friday freebie. I can't remember which one we are taking our inspiration from. Can't remember what number it was now. But I hope you will like it. We have fun doing the Friday freebies. Okay, it's just a little bit of ink, glue. Okay, what do you think? Probably won't finish this all today, but we might get, maybe we'll get it sort of like sewn together, and then maybe tomorrow I will sort of decorate it. Look at that, that's lovely, isn't it? So then this little bit is going to be a pocket, as long as it's going to be in the right place. Let's see, that goes like that. There we go, fabulous, that's good. So that you can't quite see that pocket, so when you open it up you've got a little pocket in there. Oh, I like that. So we need a whole piece on here really. That's a little sideways piece. Should we have this? Which way round does it go? This way, because then that's different, isn't it? There we go. Gosh, I think I'm going to have lots of little bits of paper everywhere. Oops. Is that right? Oh, is that enough? I think just about. Could have done with a little incy bincy bit more off there, but never mind. There we go. Lovely. I think I could probably make little pockets and bits out of the leftover bits. Okay, now what did I do with my Dorby bit? There we go. My little dauber. Hiding under the sewing machine. Oh, I think I needed to do the inside of these as well, didn't I? There we go. So that can go on there. Just fits. I would have liked to have taken just a little bit more off the edge, but I think I will leave it because I will probably ruin it. Probably rip it. I think I just blocked glue there. Something's very squeaky outside. Lovely. Sticky, sticky hands. Okay, so then this will fit in there like that. That's lovely. Right, oh, I'm glad that covers that up. That covers it up really well, doesn't it? And maybe I'm not quite sure how I'm going to fasten that, but I might attach a little bit of ribbon and tie it. And we can open it up like this. Right, we need to add in oopsie daisy. Let's just pop this in. Not quite. Right, actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop this on first. But this needs cutting down just a smidgen. And I think I'm going to use my cutter because I'm going to, it's a bit too small, isn't it? A little bit too thin. So, do you think that's about right? What do I do with it? There we go, that's perfect. And then I'm going to just find the middle and cut this out. I think I'm going to have to do it like this, aren't I, actually? Pop that just right at the top. So then, oops, when we put that on, that should be in the right place. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. There we go. So the thing is with these lovely little flippy things that we make, it doesn't matter where your little flips go, does it? Because as long as you can sort of like close them up, I think they can sort of like be anyway. You can have flippies going all over the place. There we go. Let's glue this down. I suppose I could have made this into another pocket actually, couldn't I? If I just glued around the edges. There we go. The camera made a funny noise then, so I'm not quite sure what happened. I think we are still filming. I just quickly, oops, oopsie daisy. I think we are. Oh gosh, I hope I've been in the right place. It's looking a bit dark actually. Right, This is going to sit on there like that. I might actually cut that. No, I won't. I'm going to just pop that on there like that. Shall we glue it down? Let me glue it down. Let's just glue it, shall we? I'm going to sew this, like I said, so it should hold down a little bit better. A bit of tacky glue along it. There we go. Yes, I've made quite a few of these in the past. Well, that doesn't look very in the middle, does it? And I forgot about them, completely forgot about making these. Oh, look what I've just gone and done. Oh my gosh, I'm so messy. That's because I left the lid off my ink. Okay, we need to cover that up, don't we? So let's have a plan. Let's have a plan. Do you think it's gonna, oh look at that. We can pop a little flower, a little teacup on there, can't we? Phew! Oh, that's a pretty one. There we go. Look at that. Oh, we can cover up our mistakes, and who would know? Can pop a little bit of cheesecloth there. Oh, so messy. Right. Right, that's good. My table all clean. Let's add a little bit of this. I think it's this way. Which way round does this go? So that's on that way, so this way up. Okay, and I think I might make this into 2 pockets. Okay, that's what I will do. I'm going to put that like that. I'm going to take that down. That in. Just move a little bit. Right, we want 1 pocket about. So we have a pocket at the top. Okay, I'm going to have 1 pocket there. That high. Like that. And then that's not very wonky. That's a very wonky pocket, isn't it? Is that a wonky pocket? Oh, that'll be alright. It will be okay. Should we have another one like there? There we go. Pop those. Yeah, there is. Look how wonky that is. That's okay, unless, oh no, doesn't matter, it will be okay. It gives it character, doesn't it? Gives it a little bit of character on here. Right, now let me make sure I don't make too much a mess on here. We need to glue that. There we go. 2 lovely little pockets in the little flippy bit. So this is quite a simple one, like that. Right, this way round, isn't it? So I'm going to put that one on first. You don't want it going right to the top. Oops. And then we'll pop this one on like that. Oh my gosh, I think I'm going to have to level that up. That will make me go a bit lopsided. Let's just look how wonky that was. Let's go this way. There we go. And that's a little bit better. There we go. I'm only doing it with a ruler because it's quick and easy. That's why. So if I stick that one on there and that one on there, and then we have 2 little pockets in there. Fabulous. Do you think we need to cover the back? Shall I cover the back? Is that going to be big enough? What do you think? That will look better, won't it? So we've got that covered up. Yes, I think I shall do that. Let's just measure this first. Little bit of paper here and there. It uses up this paper, doesn't it, as well? All these little bits. Okay. Goes this way. Make sure I don't put them on upside down. There we go. And I think I had the rose on the outside. Like that. Then I want my glue, my tacky glue, to go around here. Like that. My glue bottle looks really grubby, doesn't it? But this is a little bit of glue stick, hot glue gun, because the little thing kept popping out and it wouldn't stay in. So I've just glue gunned it on, and it's working so far pretty well. There we go. I'm loving this paper. It looks really, really pretty, doesn't it? Okay, that one goes on, and then we'll pop that one on there. Looks better with that little back piece covered, I think. So again, you can always do this with cereal packaging, any food packaging that you've got, little bits of card, because we're just covering them up. The majority of it is just being covered up, isn't it? So there we go. Lovely. So that's that side. Oh, grubby little one. And then we need to do this one, which goes this way. And I'm just going to, is that not quite big enough? Not quite big enough. Shall I use this? But then this is going to be the same as this. But not that it really matters. Does it really matter? I don't really have... Suppose I could use this bit so it's not the same. Couldn't I? I'm going to just put this on like this, because we can always cover this up. Does it matter? Make different pockets in this, but I would like it sort of like covered with a little bit of paper. Okay, wow, this is going to look lovely, I think. By the time we've got our little teacups, our little floral teacups on here, and then we've got some lace and some ribbon, a little bit of velvet, a couple more pockets. I think it will look lovely. Now, should I make this into a... No, I'm not going to make it into a pocket, because I will add things to this, I think. Let's just do the basics. Okay. Oops. Oh my gosh, I think my desk is pretty sticky. Okay. That's looking good. Okay, this way. Did I put it on upside down? No, that's not upside down. you. Right, I'm going to find my lid, find the lid on there, make a little bit of room and see if we can sort of put this together a little bit. Right, so this is the back. So we need to hide the little back bit. So that can go in there. Right, I'm just going to glue this on. Like that. Let's just glue that. Which way am I going? Oh my gosh, I'm confusing myself. This has got to go here. Like that. There we go. That's one little flippy flappy on there. Let's do this little grubby one. So this can just a little bit of glue. That down, make sure they are level-ish. Does that look level? Sort of. There we go. Open that up. Lovely. So that's on there like that. Fabulous. And now we need to do the front piece. I'm going to pop this little one on the inside of there. Like that. Let's open this up. So again, if you didn't catch all the measurements, you can just, it depends on the size that you start with on your paper. Just sort of, you know, get things that sort of like work. The proportions, I mean, that sort of work. But you can have as many flips and flaps and all sorts as you like, can't you? I'll pop that in there. Is that level? That's pretty level, isn't it, do you think? Let's pop some glue. And turn that over. Right, does that look level? I don't want to squash my little T too much. There we go, then that opens up and we've got this lovely postcard that we can write on. Not sure about what I'm going to pop in here, but we've got the little pocket on here. So these flip down. I will sew that up in a moment. These open up and these flip out. Look at that, that's fabulous, isn't it? Then we've got this lovely pocket. I'm not quite sure whether that's in the middle. That goes that way, and then you can't see that there's a pocket here. So loving it. Right, I'm going to do a little bit of sewing, so let's get some of these bits and pieces out of the way. Look at all these lovely scraps, aren't they lovely? I do like scrap paper, especially if I've got a nice bundle of it, because there's so many things that you can do with it. So let's just pop all our little teacups in there. Move this out of the way. I'm going to bring in my sewing machine, so hopefully I won't nudge the table. Okay, it looks quite dark. I hope it's not too dark, this video. Right, so what I am going to do, I'm going to push these out. Okay, now I'm going to go this way because I want to sew up through there and up through there, and then that means that these will be sewn on and these can flap in, if that makes sense. So let's just hope that this is going to work. Right, I'm just going to quickly go as far to the edge as I possibly can. There's my little foot. Okay, so there we go. Let's see what we've got. Where's my scissors? Let me just trim this off there. I'm going to just move this back a little bit out of the way. And see, make sure I haven't sewn this all wibbly wobbly. That goes like that and that goes like that. So there we go, guys. That's my grubby bit there. So these are all sewn in. I've gone all the way around the outside. Now again, you could probably sew along these little bits. And the only thing that I should have done was sew the little bit of velvet across there, but that doesn't matter. Oh, I love it. Look at that. Now, shall we see if our little journal's going to fit in there? Okay, so my battery did go. Anyway, I've popped that in, so I'm not quite sure. I'm hoping I'm in the right place. Now, I'm trying to get this in here, and I don't think it's going to fit. So that was my silly mistake, wasn't it? I'm making this first. So the only thing that I will be able to do, let me just get my little cutting board and my knife. There we go, which is over the other side. Let me get my ruler. Just going to, now it's pretty even, isn't it? So I'm going to just take a little snipping off the bottom like this, just down through there. Make sure I am sort of level. That wasn't, oops, I just slipped. Just slice it off. So it's a good job it wasn't a fabric one and things, wasn't it? So that's just a little snippet off the bottom. So let's hope that that will fit. So yes, don't make your journal if you're going to make one of these before you make your little pouch. Let's pop that back over there. Let's see, do you think that will fit? There we go. Look at that. Perfect. Isn't that lovely? I love it. I think that looks lovely. So I think I will leave it there. And we will carry on tomorrow, because I'm not quite sure how this video is filming, whether it's a bit wibbly wobbly or a bit dark or something. But look at that, guys. That's lovely. So tomorrow I will come and add a few little extras. We can glue this on. I think that can be glue gunned on like that. Pop some little embellishment bits on there. And see how we go. So there we go, guys. That is the start, and we will finish it off tomorrow. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Have a fab rest of the day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. Alright guys, bye bye.